Arts Graduate Show 2025. It's wonderful to see so many people here. We ran out of glasses for the Prosecco and orange juice, which is a shame, but on a positive, it's good that so many people have turned up, so thank you for coming. As last year, we've got the weather to really make it a great event, so thank you for coming and for being part of it. What we're going to do now is we're going to give out, we've got some nominations for some awards. We do this every year, which we'll talk about a little bit in a minute. But also we're going to just do a little bit of a sort of recap of the year and say some thank yous and things to staff and whatever. So, my name is Mark Johnston. I'm the Curriculum Manager for Higher Education here at Blackpool School of Arts. And I am one of two CMs. The other one is Andrew Walker, and a lot of you will know him. Unfortunately, he can't be here tonight because he's not very well, he's in hospital, but we have some words from him. So Emma's going to read those out in a minute. I'd just like to say thank you to all of the staff who are hiding around and about behind me for their continued hard work, dedication and commitment to students and to the school itself to be able to be so successful, work with so many students through some ups and downs, to create such amazing work and to help them reach their potential and fulfill their ambition to get to where they want to be in the creative industries. So thank you to all the staff. Thank you also to all of the students who come in every day, put the effort in and work so hard to achieve what it is that they want to achieve. So thank you to the students as well. We've got a wonderful building here, we've got a wonderful school, and we're very proud of it, and we all work very hard, and it's great to have this time of year where we reach the end and all of the work goes up on the walls and you get to see it all and all the work that's gone into it. But what you don't see is all the work that goes in behind the scenes, the hours and hours and hours of development, of tears, of mistakes, and that's what results in all the fantastic work that you see here. And every one of the students that submitted something in there has got their own story and is on their own journey. So, wonderful. Thank you. I'll hand over to Emma now. She's going to give us a few words from Andy Walker, who most of you who are familiar with the school will know. And then we'll go on and do some awards, and I won't talk for too long, I promise. Okay.
Okay, so as many of you are aware, this past week and a half, we have been without a big part of our BSoA family in Andy Walker, who has been very unwell, as Mark said. And I'm sure you'll join us all in sending our best wishes to him and a speedy recovery, if he does ever decide to rest. So as Andy couldn't be here tonight, he did send me some words he'd like to share. So, good evening, everyone. As we reach the end of another academic year, I want to take this moment to say a huge and heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you, students and staff alike. This year has been full of change, from the introduction of our new behaviour policy to the hugely successful launch of APD, and for the first time in years, our PPD curriculum-led provision. We've made big steps forward. These changes haven't always been easy, but you've met every challenge with resilience, adaptability and ambition. To our incredible students, you've shown maturity, creativity and drive. You've not only embraced what's new, you've helped shape it. We have everything crossed that our external visitors see the same inspiring work that we've witnessed day in, day out. This year's cohort will be remembered as a turning point, the moment where our journey towards something even bigger truly began. You are laying the foundations for the bold and exciting plans we have ahead. And to our phenomenal staff, thank you. I honestly mean it when I say that none of this would be possible without you. You make the cogs turn quietly and powerfully, inspiring young people to thrive and helping them find their place in an ever-changing world. So, here's to you all. Thank you for all your hard work, your heart and your belief in what we're building together. Let's keep pushing forwards. Have a restful and well-earned break. You've more than earned it. Thank you.
Adjust this. Right, okay. So thank you, Emma, for that. Words from Andy. Clearly, it would have been better if you could have done it in a northeastern accent. However, none of us would have been able to understand it then anyway. So, right, okay. And I'd say that to him if he was here, because I do every day. Right. So I'm going to do some awards now. We've done this for a number of years now, and it's based around the ethos and the pillars of the school in terms of what we do here and what we drive or strive to achieve. So we're going to do it in FE and HE. So what does that mean? FE is our 16 to 18 provision, so that's students who come to us and working at level 2, level 3 when they finish school. And then higher education, or HE, is our degree level study, level 4, 5 and 6. So HNC, HND and BA Honours. So we're going to start with FE. Okay, there are 3 categories for the pillars of the school: process, community and connectivity. I'll explain them very briefly in a minute. And then we have a student of the year for both FE and a student of the year for HE. Now, I am aware that some of the students couldn't make it tonight. However, I think it's important that we recognise it anyway. Some of them are here, some of them aren't. But it's nice to recognise and to talk about them as successful students here at Blackpool School of Arts. So, first category for FE is process. So this is about creative thinking from inception to completion. Exploration and application of practical skills and use of a range of media. So the nominees for the FE Process Award are Isabel Gazy, Poppy Brook, Lee Curry, Dion Charles Judson and Lennon Miles. And the winner is Dion Charles Judson. So Dion has made amazing progress this year and has not been afraid to take on new learning experiences and develop his skills. Dion was very ambitious in choosing independently his short film for his FMP, and he's showed determination to make a final film that was way above everybody's expectations. If we had a class, if this is from his tutor, if I had a class full of Dions, I would be the happiest tutor in the college. So well done to Dion. I'm afraid he's not here, so thank you. Okay, community. So this is about building creative communities of practice, local, national, international, virtual and physical. And so that's what we are here. We're a community within the school, and so it's those students who've contributed to that and have sort of helped to build it and drive it and be an active part of it. So the nominees for that are Leslie Hopgood, Josh Gibson, Jake Falkingham, Omaima Bukic, and the winner is Omaima Bukic. Apologies on your name there, Omaima. You're very welcome. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Omaima. Sorry I messed your name up there. Apologies. And the final category of our 3 pillars for the awards here are connectivity. So this is about creative connections, building connections, networks, physical, environmental, industrial and spiritual. There is a global interdependency, and we want to be part of that and help be sustainable. So the nominees are Devi Slawinska, Matthew Sisson. That's it. Debbie Slawinska and Matthew Sisson. I did practice this, I promise. The winner is Matthew Sisson. Again, I don't think that Matthew's with us tonight, I'm afraid. However, we will get him his certificate and his award, and there is a prize in there, so it is worth having. So well done to Matthew. The final category for FE is Student of the Year. And this is obviously for a student who's done outstanding things. Now that can mean all sorts of different things really. It can mean that they have travelled a big distance, they have made great strides. It's not just about the sort of the quality of their work, but the sort of commitment, their effort, overcoming difficult circumstances. And we work so hard with so many students, but every year there's always some that stand out, and that's what this award is all about. So the award for Student of the Year for FE this year is Freddie Greenwood. Freddie's been on a great journey, always showing outstanding studentship and attendance, and always showing high levels of commitment, drive to push himself forward. He's always listening to feedback and growing as an artist using new skills and behaviours. Freddie has made huge strides to realise improvements and reach his potential. So, Freddie Greenwood is the winner of Student of the Year for FE. And again, I'm afraid he's not here. So that concludes the awards for FE. Hopefully that's been recorded and we can show it to Andy. Now moving on to higher education, which are our degree level students. Same categories, so process, community and connectivity. So I won't run through the categories again, but obviously these students are studying at a higher level, which is a part of the natural progression through education. And we push them harder, and they work at a more independent level, and they're always striving to achieve their absolute best. And we have some amazing students, too many to mention, but you can see the amazing work that they do and what they've achieved going around the building. So it's just nice to mention them. So for process for higher education, I'd like to nominate Matthew Hines, Louise Baines, Joseph O'Gara, Emily Mello, and Joe Stranwick. So those are the nominations, and the winner for this year's Process Award for HE is Joe Stranwick. This year, Joe has developed her creative skills across a huge range of areas. She has produced a collection of fashion garments, which you've just seen, based upon conceptual idea development, and used her ideas in both 2D and 3D exploration. The final collection is made up of a series of pieces that incorporate advanced pattern cutting, which, for anybody who's ever done pattern cutting, is hard, textile manipulation, and surface pattern. Each piece was hand-coloured and has been made in a unique way. So well done to Joe. Joe is here. Sorry, Joe. Okay. Thanks, Joe. So for the award for higher education for community, obviously we talked about that a minute ago, which is about building communities and developing communities and being part of a community, which we are. We try to do here as much as possible. So the nominees for community for higher education are Debbie Ankers, Charlotte Garlick, Mary Ann Dowie, and Harry Townley. Those are the nominations. I feel like we need a drum roll or something. The winner for community for this year is Harry Townley. So, unfortunately, Harry was going to be in attendance tonight, but he's had to miss out, which is a real shame. But Harry has been with us for 6 years. He's studied, 11 years. Oh, apologies, 11 years, flipping heck. And he has studied with us all the way from level 2, which is sort of leaving school age, all the way through to level 6. And he is, as an individual, has grown so much. He's got a long-standing connection to the school, and he's been working through his levels since 2014. Is that right? Yeah, 2014. He's found his passions in the arts, in doing photography, in drawing, and he's eventually settled on doing his BA in illustration. He's dedicated, he's hardworking, he never gives up, he's always the first one in the classroom, and he's always the last one to leave. His attendance and his punctuality are flawless, and he's been an asset to the school and demonstrates to us what the community can achieve here at Blackpool School of Arts. So the winner for community for HE is Harry Townley. Okay, only 2 to go now, we're nearly there. So connectivity for higher education. So obviously this is about making connections, both digital and global, environmental, industrial. So 3 nominations for this. We've got Carla Da Costa Neves, Jacek Kruszusz, sorry Jacek, and Marta Kozewska. The winner is Marta. Marta has shown passion, resilience and drive to play a leading role, in all the courses, all the elements of the course that she does. The school ran a Pomona brief in the first semester, which saw a collaboration between all students at level 5, which is the second year of the degree. They worked together as a collaborative team to put on a show at the Old Electric Theatre in Blackpool. And when I say they worked collaboratively, they did everything. They did the script, they did the acting, the music, the sound, the photography, all the literature, all the social media campaign, all the fashion garments, all the stage props, the lot, which was a hugely ambitious undertaking. And I think as a staff team, if we'd thought too much about it, we wouldn't have done it. However, we just committed to it and we did it, and it was a great success, so it was amazing. And thank you again to all the staff for that. Mark played a really key role in pulling all the design work together, and so that was really great connectivity. So well done to Marta. Unfortunately, she's not here. And last but not least, the Student of the Year for Higher Education. So again, this is about a student who has done something distinctive, and this student has worked consistently and in an outstanding way, has pushed themselves to be the best that they can be, has reached outstanding grades, but not only that, has been around to learn and to help outside of hours, helping around in shows, working with staff to develop things and really push themselves, and has had a huge leap in their learning and development over that time. The student demonstrates unwavering support for Blackpool School of Arts beyond the classroom, proving to be an invaluable asset to the team of staff. They volunteer at every opportunity and have developed real expert technical skills, particularly in music and supporting the performing arts. So, he's not going to like this, I don't think, but Jason Shuttleworth. All right. Thank you, Jason. So, Jason, if you didn't notice, has done all the sound for us tonight, so there you go. Okay, so that kind of draws it to a close. I hope that it didn't take too long and that you enjoyed it, and it's nice to hear about what the students are doing. It's a shame some of them couldn't be here tonight, but it's nice that they've been recognised and they will get their certificate and the prize that they've been given. So again, thank you for everybody for coming. Thank you so much for all the staff, to all the students, and to all of you guys for being part of it. And I hope you're welcome to stay for another sort of half an hour to an hour maybe before they start kicking us out. But enjoy it, enjoy the weather, enjoy the evening, enjoy each other's company, and thank you very much.